These are what I believe to be the top 5 best open world PvP fights from the open beta. Let's get right into it. Alright, so first we have a clip from Junie48. This is at number 5, using a fire and ice gauntlet, and this one is Disrespect. So first of all, we have him here on a walk home. You know, he's flagged up and he sees a couple low levels here. Nothing that interesting. He's going to be looking to tag them down. These guys, they don't really know what to do. They're obviously not running much range, so they're trying to get in close, but they're very scared about his damage here. Spear throw comes out, doesn't collect anything, so we're just left with Junie spamming them down with light attacks, hitting them really heavy, and just sending them home. It looks pretty clean cut right here. Coming in for the attack, but the Ice Gauntlet comes out, shuts him down, hits those heavy attacks for the freeze. Even throughout the heal, he is just going to melt them down. A nice clean 1v2, and he's going to send them home at once. But that's not it. A second later, we now have a level 21 coming down. Again, using a melee, but also a lifesteal this time, so you've got to be super wary for those heals. And hitting pretty hard himself. However, you can really see that light armor showing the damage increase it gives along that light rule that sends him home. And again, we have another level 21. They just keep on coming. Whilst he's running down, he goes for the Disrespect, has a little heal, lets the level 121 get close. A great axe user with a hammer. You got to be really wary there for those stuns and the Gravity Well. The Gravity Well's quickly countered with the Ice Tomb here. He is now letting his mana recharge and waiting for his moment to shatter, which looks like it might be just about now. Beautifully done. Gets that stagger, gets the damage straight into the Ice Gauntlet. Look at all of that combo damage. The level 16 in the back trying to get involved, but just taking far too much damage. A really, really class showing here. Just taking them down one at a time. He can't stop. So next up at number 4, we have one from Soulgrot. He is running a Fire and Rapier build. It is a fight between all 3 factions, and actually already has commentary over. So that'll be done better than I ever could. Soulgrot, take it away.
Right here, guys, it's going to be a crazy 3-way battle here. I'm the only Covenant player, so I'm just keeping that in mind as I look for some nice poke damage on the Else crit of the fight. Doing some nice damage here, looking for my opportunity to go in. We're just going to keep poking down. Here we hit a nice big crit there, so we're going to weapon swap to a rapier to finish the guy off right there. And confirm the kill. And we're going to keep pushing with some auto attacks here, looking for some more damage for another opportunity to go in. The man with the great axe comes up behind us and reaps us in. We're going to roll away here into Flashe here, auto combo him down there, doing a bunch of damage. Roll back into a burnout here, going between many people, into an Incinerate there, doing a bunch of AoE damage. We're going to pop another fireball in there. It's a crazy fight. He whiffs the reap. We're going to auto into a parry right there, hitting with a nice heavy into a roll right there, creating some more distance. We're going to Flashe, whiff it completely. Another invade right there, getting some more autos in. Just doing a bunch of damage. He tries to run away, so we switch to our fire staff and whiff our fireball. But the Roadrunner takes our kill here. We can't allow that to happen. So now we got to go and put down the Roadrunner. He's trying to get away here, but just putting more and more autos into him, poking him down. We hit him for a nice crit right there. Now we're just going to try and close the gap here by rolling towards him, popping another fireball into him, hitting with another auto. Now we're just waiting for his invincibility frames to come down, so we weapon swap into the rapier here, use the Flashe to finish him off, and get the nice amount of XP for killing him. Now we're just going to go pick up our bags here from the fallen people that we've killed. Another level 30 comes around, we pop him with a fireball, he roll dodge his reap into a burnout right here, going right through him. And we continue to poke him down with some more auto attacks. We hit him for some nice damage right there. He's blocking with his sword and board, but that won't really matter. We roll back into a Flashe here, doing a bunch more burst damage. He tries to get away here, so we're going to switch to our fireball to finish him off.
What a lovely little clip there from Soulgrot. I'm a big fan of seeing these fights where all 3 factions are getting involved, and they're being the only Covenant, going for all of that cleanup, going for all those kills. Really nicely done. Class play. Right, next up we have TheeDuelist. Now, he'll be running Fire and Ice, like quite a lot of people today, and this one is living on edge. So we're jumping into this clip right after the Duelist has been going absolutely ham, killing one after the other all across Brightwood. However, here this clip starts with an intense 1v1 with someone using a life staff, and instantly we can see the amount of incredible heals the life staff user is able to produce, and that's going to cause a real problem for any 1v1 and kind of cements the life staff as the top of the line 1v1 weapon, because not only is the healing great, you can see the poke damage is also absolutely there. there, close range, long range. So the Duelist looking for those heavy attacks when the Frostbite is on the enemy to try keep him in place and hopefully get that burst down. Not quite able to find the amount of burst he needs, going for those Pillars of Flame, hoping to hit maybe a high crit, but not quite getting what he needs. Instantly on the back foot, needing to find a place to heal. So uses the tree as a nice bit of line of sight and a nice little eat into Ice Tomb to guarantee those high heals at the start of Ice Tomb. Health is recovering, but not quite fast enough to put on full HP. And we can also see in the background, a green wants to join the equation. Now, with the line of sight, the lifestyle user needs to come close. The Duelist is going to put him into the Ice Shower, put that Frostbite onto him, stun him in place. With the help of a third joining the battle, probably to gank the Duelist, there's actually enough damage put down to let him go. However, instantly we're onto the next 1v1. Lifestyle user's gone, and now we have this guy going in strong, very aggro, and the Duelist already on relatively low HP here. But he is not afraid. Even though there is a great axe here, he's not afraid, and he's putting a lot of damage down. And instantly another person joins the fray, but thankfully the burst is able to come out, and perfect use of those heavy attacks to keep him in place and force him down just before the next person's able to join. This is why this clip is living on edge. Pretty much at no point in this fight are we seeing the Duelist on over half HP, and I love what he's doing. He's not running away, he's not healing, he is staying aggro, he knows he's got the damage, he knows he's got the burst, and the only way to stop these guys from poking him down is to really be on the offensive, and there we see it. That Frostbite, that range, absolute destruction, class play from a class player. This guy is an alpha player with a lot of time, and I think we're going to see a lot more from him in the future. Alright, next up we have Sargat. He is running an Ice and Rapier build. Now this clip, it excites me a lot because it has a lot to offer, as in it shows us what open world can really be like. So we start off here, we can see a couple greens, there's actually 4 on him, but he has got such strong melt here, they can't all jump on it at once. So a lovely little burst here, then guaranteeing finish and going on a little run. Now, he's already on half HP, and he is about to run them all across the world. Now, he has a reason for this, and again, this is why I like this clip so much. It shows that open world has a lot to offer, more than just a 1v1 scenario. It's not just your responses, it's not just your reactions, it's decision making about where to engage fights. In the last clip with the Duelist, we saw a lot of line of sight around that tree, and in this one, we're about to see the use of the river. Now, in New World, you can't use your abilities when you're in deep water. Knowing this, he has got extra space in front of them, and they're going to have to cross the river with him poking them down. The first one goes very cocky straight into it, and he's thrown under the ice storm with heavy melt. His teammates, one of them's taking a wide angle. He knows not to get poked down, but that might be too little too late. This 4v1 has gone down into a 2v1. Now, with that Path of Destiny, we see a little stagger, but nothing that is enough to follow up on. He's noticed the weak player. He's going in for the kill. He knows he needs to take this fast because in a poke battle, he's just not going to come out on top. So, fast bursts, taking them down one at a time, quickly and efficiently is what he needs, and he is just on top of them. This lifestyle user, he's been trying to hit his team up, but it's just not doing the trick. So, now here, he is on low HP. He's probably sweating. He's killed 3 of a 4 team. He wants to finish him off to guarantee no res, and he really wants to go in for the kill. Now, Ice Storm comes out for the enemy, as well as the Ice Storm, but it doesn't collect anything. So it's actually gone down to a 1v1, and we can see this guy is quite a deadly player. He still hits hard, but not quite hard enough, and we take the final one down. That's a lovely 4v1, but more than anything, I love seeing the use of the environment. We're going to see a lot more than that, and that is why that clip is up at number 2. Alright, next up, we actually have a bonus clip from the streamer Feng Rush. Now, this is open world fort PvP, slightly larger action, and we come in, he is in a 5-man group, and it's all about diving that backline. Now, everyone says it, get the backline down, but in practice, it's actually a lot harder. But the burst we see here is quite incredible. He is running that Warhammer, that great axe for all of that AoE, so much damage, getting all of the healers down, and the big thing here is once they're down, once the healers are out, in these big battles, you're pretty much always going to come out on top. However, they are only in a 5-man group against a much bigger squad, so we see there's a nice bit of synergy. The gravity well's coming out and everyone coming in on top of them. We have staggers from all around and focus. It's all looking very good. They're still outnumbered, but the big thing here was you see the wipe from the backline, and now they're actually just going to go around and slowly clean up even more. Gravity Well comes out, and they're just wanting to get these nut guys down. They may have the numbers, but they obviously do not have the skill. Or at least they don't have the synergy that Fengrush and his group has. Really nice clip there. Shows what you can do with that synergy when you dive the backline and have that AoE. They go on to clean up hardcore until eventually respawns come in and they get overwhelmed. Alright, here we are at number 1. It goes to DanzoPvP running a Fire and Rapier build, and this one is called David because this is a serious David versus Goliath situation. Now, it's actually a 2v4 here, but if you have a look at these levels, we have a level 22 and level 15 against a level 22, a level 25, a level 29, and a level 31. And if you don't know, during the beta, there was very little scaling. So these guys hit harder, take far less damage, and have a huge advantage here. So we get in, and we can see these guys, they all want these two, and they're just running away, making a little bit of time, find that moment. And here it is. He finds the moment, puts the burn dot on every single one, hits a great pillar of fire that's going to do some damage, then goes for the flesh to go through, and a huge amount of damage comes in, a burst, and instantly they have one down. He knows this is a chance. You really can't play a poke battle with these guys like the other fights. You need to get that burst, need to get that kill, and it was beautifully done. Now, again, from these two, they have done a really nice thing. They've split here. So when they're on the back foot, they split to divide attention. So they can't be taken down by one person. The level 15's gone on his own. He's gone on his own. He's going to have to heal. He's going to have to play the time. You can't rush these fights. You need to find the moment. And this is exactly what he is looking for. So healing up, making time. He sees his teammate. He's in trouble. Again, his teammate is only level 15. Sees it as trouble, but decides maybe I can put damage in, save him, and potentially get a kill. Put some big damage in, realizes now's the time to heal. Let's not get too low. Let's not get too cocky. However, the healing staff enemy has decided that he feels too safe. He carries on going without healing, and they punish him for it. They take him down, and they're going to finish that to stop the res. Now, we've gone from a 4v2 down to a 2v2. However, these guys are still deadly. We have a level 31 tanky guy swinging at him. So they decide, let's ignore the tanky guy and focus down the squishy. Well, relatively squishy at least. So they're going at him. The squishy himself is trying to go for the level 15, who will be the easiest kill, and now it's just a skill game. Looking for the hits whilst dodging, not letting the tank essentially take you down and take your focus, which he does for a little second. However, the damage comes in. They see the stun, a beautiful counter attack. The guy is on low HP. They really want to finish him off here. You see he going for the light attacks, brings out the rapier, use evade cancel for that extra damage, and he takes it down. Wow, from a 4v2 to a 1v2 the other way round. Now, we can actually see the level difference here and how tanky this level 31 is. However, tankiness doesn't mean anything if you can just avoid him. So this tank didn't really provide much. Sure, he's got a sword and shield, but I would have loved to see him bring out the hammer a little bit more, use his stuns a little bit more. But the rest of this is just a finish. This tank doesn't want to go down, and he's not going to go down gracefully, but eventually he will fall. And that right there is an incredible little play. And there we have it. Number 1, DanzoPvP. That was awesome. If you didn't play the open beta, I need to tell you that the level scaling really was not there. So a level 31 will destroy a level 15. Incredible from his teammate to stay alive through all of that damage, and incredible from both of them to put the damage down to finally take them down. Really well played, great synergy, and deserves the number 1 spot. Now, congrats to everyone on the list. I mean, you're all amazing. I couldn't really easily decide which goes where. So many of you could have taken number 1 spot. This is just my personal preference. And of course, there are so many other PvP clips I didn't even get to see. So, you know, if you think you've got one, let me know down in the comments. If you want me to watch a Twitch VOD and go over some stuff, yeah, let me know. Submit it for next week, and I'm going to try to do this once a week. Overall, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'd love you to let me know what you think of the commentary. Do you want more commentary, less commentary? I could just let the vids play. I quite like putting a little bit of commentary over myself, but you know what? You let me know. This is really good fun. I love PvP. I can't wait to get into New World. It's only out in, well, 2 days now, so I'll see you there. If you like the video, leave a like. If you want to see more, sub. I'll be doing this each week. I'll be streaming every day. And yeah, thank you very much. Cheers to everyone involved, and I will see you soon. Play well.